Hello and a very warm welcome. Lewis Hamilton made history at the Nürburgring by matching Michael Schumacher's 91 wins. And today I am going to give my opinion on his best ever win. His best ever win will probably never be touched and will still be his best win no matter how many more Grand Prix he wins. But he is an F1 legend. He's up there with Schumacher, Senna, and will have every F1 record by the time he retires. Pole positions, race wins, championships, podiums, who knows, maybe even race starts, titles. But Lewis Hamilton, I'm absolutely proud to have supported him since 2006, the GP2 days, when he passed two cars into Maggots and Beckett's. I mean, who passes two cars into Maggots and Beckett's? Lewis Hamilton does. World-class driver. The only driver to ever win every single year he's competed in Formula 1. But his best win in Formula 1, easily in my opinion, by 100 miles, is Silverstone 2008, the first British Grand Prix win for the six-time champion. And that is his best win. He's had some great victories. Monaco, 2007, his first ever win at Canada, that was special. 4 safety cars, had to deal with a massive crash of Robert Kubica. 2008, where he hit the barrier at Monaco and made up for it. 2014, Nico Rosberg, Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton managed to hold off Rosberg on fresh tyres. That was probably one of the best races of the hybrid era. And these are the ones that stand out. 2016, Brazil stands out as well. And obviously he's had many victories where he's just led start to finish. But the one that stands out is 2008, Silverstone, chucking down with wet weather. I mean, he didn't have the greatest of qualifyings. Then he nearly collided, because Copse was the first corner back then. He nearly collided with Heikki Kovalainen. He got past Heikki Kovalainen going down the hanger straight, and no one ever saw him. I mean, he took every single driver that day to school. Felipe Massa, Kovalainen, Raikkonen, Sebastian Vettel. All these drivers, Hamilton schooled them. He was on a different circuit. Everyone else could barely even circulate. They were spinning off, getting stuck in the gravel. Massa spun like 5 times. Hamilton was in a class of one. If anyone ever doubted his credentials as a Formula 1 driver, he proved it that day. He smashed the field. Didn't just win the race. He lapped everyone up until 3rd place. He was in a league of one. It was a dominant drive. And his best Formula 1 win by a country mile. It was pissing down, wet conditions, never out of shape once. Controlled the Grand Prix. Won by over a minute. Lapped nearly everyone. And everyone was spinning. Could barely even drive in the conditions. And Hamilton was just... It's his best win by a country mile. I would love to know your thoughts. What is Lewis Hamilton's best win? For me, Silverstone 2008 is a clear winner. His first Grand Prix win at Silverstone. And now look how many Silverstone race wins he has. It's crazy. But that day, he was in a class of one. An absolute class of one. He destroyed every single driver that day and made them look like rookie drivers. And he was always good in the wet, but that was a sensational drive. Sensational. Of course, the most special win was probably his first one in Canada. Even Fuji 2007, that was a wet race. I mean, he is just a world-class driver. Will not be appreciated till he retires. We're witnessing great things. And I'm proud to have followed his career. Every win. Every heartbreak, every championship heartbreak, the emotions. Of course, Lewis Hamilton's driving the car, but as fans, we live every single lap, every single qualifying lap. We're passionate fans. It's like following a football team. You follow your driver, you want him to do well, and to see 91 wins. And he's going to break the record this season. He's going to equal Schumacher's titles. And then next season, he's going to beat Schumacher's titles. And Schumacher's the greatest. Senna's the greatest. Hamilton's got to be in that category. I don't like to put them in order because different categories, but like different eras, categories, cars. But them three are the standout drivers in Formula One history. Schumacher, Senna, Hamilton. Hamilton is a legend of the sport. 91 wins. But for me, 2008 Silverstone is his best win out of all 91 wins. He could get 150 wins in his career, but I don't think anything will top 2008 Silverstone in front of his home crowd. He absolutely battered the field, made every driver look like a rookie, and it was his best win, in my opinion. I've watched every single 91 wins of Lewis Hamilton's, but the most satisfying for me was 2008 Silverstone. And, well, I mean, who wins by a minute these days? He was absolutely on another level that day. And Massa spun like 5 or 6 times. Hamilton barely out of shape once. We keep progressing. We will win. We'll get more pole positions. We'll get more race wins. We'll get more titles. And it can only get better from here. Lewis Hamilton from a Stevenage, a small, just no money. His family having like 3 or 4 jobs and now getting the rewards. It's absolutely crazy from where he's come. From Stevenage to 4 jobs to karting, making his way through the ranks. GP2 champion, getting into Formula 1, nearly winning the championship in his first season. Should have, if not for the China gravel trap. Then the best title decider ever, where I smashed the TV remote thinking he'd lost it again. And then won it. Last race, last corner, last lap. Still didn't know who was going to be world champion. For me, that's his greatest ever championship as well, just because of the tension, the emotion, the first one. And I thought he'd lost it when he let Vettel past. Well, he didn't do it on purpose, but Vettel went past and then, wow, I thought it was deja vu again. But 2008 Silverstone, Lewis Hamilton's best win. Can't wait to we support him. I support him no matter what. Through the pain. We went through the pain in 2009 where the car was not competitive at all. But it's just amazing to see when you supported a driver from the start to see where he is at now. World class.